Well, hello, and thank you for joining. My name is Sam Darliston, and to my left is Tatum McGreal. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I feel like these intros get weirder and weirder every week. Is that like an aim of yours?
I was going for sort of like a warm
Teacher
newsreader. I was going for newsreader. Teacher.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Welcome into assembly class.
Got a lot
Welcome.
of authority, haven't I?
Yes. Too embarrassing for no reason. This is the podcast where we acknowledge the experiences and day-to-day things in life that just simply are embarrassing for no reason. We've basically decided that most things in life are awkward, so we may as well just accept it, chat about it, and have a laugh, you know?
Hey, we're here to have a bloody laugh. If we say it in the intro, it must happen throughout. Okay?
We're always having a laugh.
We're always having a laugh. I want to
Always.
start this week's embarrassing for no reasons with one that actually hasn't happened to me in ages, but it just came to me the other day, and I was like, nah, why is that always so embarrassing? So I want to put it out there. Embarrassing for no reason, holding a baby.
Why is that
'Cause
embarrassing?
It feels like all eyes on you. And people say stuff to you like, oh, you're a natural. And like all that kind of thing. I'm like, I would never say that to you carrying my rucksack. Do you know what I mean? I know like babies are a bit more important than rucksack and stuff, but it's like, it's just so weird. No other time are you ever judged for carrying stuff apart from when you carry someone's baby and people are like, oh, you're a natural, oh, you're good. Oh, and then they give you tips, but everyone sort of looks at you for ages when you're doing it, especially for a woman as well. They get like, oh, you're broody. There's so much to it.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's got layers.
mate,
I appreciate
I'm just
that.
holding the kid because everyone else has.
I
and
was
it's
gonna
my
say,
turn.
have you
Held
been
a kid.
complimenting? yeah. Have you held a kid?
I have held a kid. I've got nieces. I've got like some of my best mates have got kids as well.
Well, people compliment you on being good at holding a baby.
Oh, I'm really good at holding
that
a baby.
actually surprises me. No offense.
No, I know. I understand that totally. I look, when it starts, when you get handed a baby.
You
as
look
well.
like you
when
can
you
drop
get handed
'em.
a baby is a whole other topic.
It's such a panic, isn't it?
a panic. Then you're like, you're wondering at which, because you've heard throughout the years about supporting the head. And
Yeah,
like,
don't hold them here.
don't
'cause
hold
it'll
them here,
damage them
don't
for
hold
life.
them there, don't put them on there. So you're like, oh, great, here we go. Here's me done. So you like have to really like bring the baby to yourself and then look at them for approval. So there's my one.
And it changes with ages as well, because when it's a newborn, you got to hold it like in a type of way.
Yeah, and then
when
they
get
start
a bit
wanting to look
older,
around and you have to turn them around and that.
Exactly.
And you're like, hey, wriggling sod.
It's a whole thing. But yeah, I would agree. That is embarrassing for no reason.
Yeah.
Mine this week, and again, I've not really experienced this. I've just sort of came to me. Beatboxing, for me, is a massive hick. And I'm really sorry. Like, you might be listening and you might, be partial to a bit of beatboxing.
It's like one of them things where I'm like, don't get me wrong, I understand it's a skill. I understand it's a skill, but it's not a skill I massively feel like I want to hear.
Because for me, it's just like, you are just spitting at me, really.
It's that one when they do the bassy one. It's too much. And loads of spit does come out as well. They can't help it.
But it's like a sport. People take it really, really seriously. And like you say, there are some good beatboxers out there. But for me, it's like when someone sings you a song and you don't know what to do with yourself. Beatboxing feels...
It's not a sport, is it?
Yeah.
Is there beatboxing at the Olympics? Is there?
Is there?
Oh,
The Olympics.
producer Tom was nodding. But I
I
don't
was
know.
like, yeah, it is a sport.
But it's
then
the-
you were like, oh, it's at the Olympics. And I was
It
like,
is
no.
Is it a
not a sport, lads. Beatboxing is not a sport. You're just
But
getting
it's a-
confused because the word boxing's in there.
Yeah, maybe. But it's a profession then. Like, people do that for a living.
Oh my god, yeah. Like it's like playing the guitar. or something.
Yes.
It's like saying that as a sport. Are you both all right?
World Championship.
Yes,
you
but you can compete with music. You can compete just because you compete doesn't mean it's me.
For me, it's a sport.
It's not
I
a
don't know.
sport.
It's-
Boxing fitness.
Oh, wow.
Well, they've merged two things together. That's a fusion.
You can have a workout with beatboxing.
There you go.
Yes, but it's not the beatboxing isn't the workout. It's not a sport. This is what I have to contend with every single week.
Yeah, me and producers.
It's
are.
mad because you two are both consecutively wrong together.
I know.
And it's like, have you both just like grown, like, I don't know, were you born in some little bag and you've both just grown and learned everything in the world the same way?
We just have one brain cell between us. I think.
Yeah, you're sharing it at this point.
That's all
Yeah,
it
I can't.
is. Okay.
Beatboxing on Sky Sports. I've had enough.
had enough.
Already, start of the
I
pod.
fucking forgot what I'm even talking about at this point. But yeah, beatboxing is embarrassing for no reason. Before we end this little segment, I want to acknowledge the fact that Sam this week has had over 1 million eyes on him at his world record attempt, a Guinness World Record attempt, because we were convinced that he had drank a Capri Sun
in the record time.
in record time.
Which on paper I had. Okay, so if you were here last week, the world record is 8 seconds for a Capri Sun.
8.2.
8.2 seconds for a Capri Sun. Those people slagging off how I say Capri Sun as well out of these million people. I'm ready to
How'd
swing
you say
for
it?
all. Capri Sun.
Oh yeah, that is
What'd you
actually
say?
weird. Capri Sun.
You're saying it the same,
Am I?
I think they're saying that you should call it Capri Sun.
No.
Yes, because the place is Capri. Isn't
get
it?
lost.
In Italy or wherever it is. Where was I?
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
so I did the Guinness World Record attempt.
Yes.
And
And we had a
smashed
little
it.
celebration.
I managed to get a Capri Sun down in 5 seconds. And then I was like convinced I broke a world record. Turns out it's not the big ones that you can open the lid and guzzle, which makes total sense. It's the ones with the poxy paper straw.
I know.
That crumbles in your stupid mouth. I did a practice earlier on. I don't think we're in for a treat.
No,
but
I think we're going to go for it again. This is our second attempt for a Guinness World Record
Yeah.
because I really want that for us, genuinely.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
So no pressure. So yeah, so this one's slightly different because it is a paper straw. So
The-
the 8.2 seconds was actually with a plastic straw. Unfortunately, this record is actually less. It's like 7 point something seconds. Let me check the exact time
don't
because
know.
we need to get it
I think
right.
it's 8. Let's go 8. But the thing is, you have to. The timing starts, I think, from when you're opening the straw, right?
Yeah, so it's the fastest time to drink a Capri Sun with a paper straw is 7.95 seconds, so it's even less.
Am I allowed to squeeze?
It doesn't say you can't squeeze. As long as you're squeezing it through the paper straw, that's fine. But within that, you have to take the straw out of the wrapper,
Put it
pierce it
in.
into the thing, and then drink it
That
in
can
less
take
than...
2 sodding attempts when you get a.
I know you get done.
Get big. I'll give it a go now, though. Yeah.
Should we try it? I'm nervous for you.
I'm terrified. Get ready to call the Guinness man.
Thank you, producer Tom. We have the official stopwatch here. Got so many devices. How am I holding a laptop,
do I have
a tablet,
to
and a...
can I take this off or not?
No, that's part of it.
Well, taking it off is part of
Yes.
it. I might not even take it off then. I might just push the straw
That's
through.
yeah.
That's what
That's what the guy did. He just pushed the straw through and
picked
out
it out, pop it in.
and then popped it straight in. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna
I
move
can't
my
breathe.
mic so
I
just
literally
time.
can't breathe. Wait, let me practice. So it's just the space bar, yeah, to set the timer. Okay, here we go. The Guinness World Record attempt for the fastest time to drink a Capri Sun in less than 7.95 seconds. Are you ready, Sam?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
I want another go. Sorry, no, I want another go. I tried a new technique, not a technique I'm proud of. It failed. Sorry, I want another go.
Attempt 1.
Attempt 2, technically. Thank you, Tom.
How do I reset this?
Right, we're going again. Sorry, everyone.
Press the refresh.
That's stupid. Why did you tell me to do it that way? That was so stupid. It just crumbled in my stupid hand.
That's what the other guy did.
I want a
I think it's
plastic
because he had a
straw.
table.
Right.
Oh no.
I'm ready
This
to go
is
again.
So funny.
You ready?
Attempt number 2 in 3, 2, 1, go.
Done. No, it was not.
He did complete that in 17.27 seconds. You took ages.
That wasn't 17 seconds.
It bloody was. I've got the timer here,
I
sweetheart.
think you'd left the time up from last time. I don't think you'd
Should we try
refreshed
one
it.
more
One more go. I'm sorry, there's not a cat in hell's chance. VAR. There is not a cat in hell's chance. That was.
I can't breathe. This is so
There was
funny.
no way that was 17
you took 7
seconds.
seconds to put piss in the freaking straw, mate. Wait, have we got a table? Is there a table or something? Oh,
No, I feel like something's not right.
I think
want a
it's you.
table?
Have we got a table? Oh, there's a table here. Yeah, let's try the table.
Right.
Thank you, producer Tom. Thank you so much. So he was leaning on the table and then balanced it in. All right. It's the last go. You're making us look all right. Knob.
Right, you ready?
Okay, attempt 3. 3, 2, 1, go! Yes, yes. Come on! Come on! Come on!
And it dribbled everywhere.
14.43 seconds.
Look what was happening. This was coming up my throat. Literally.
The straw, by the way, if you're not watching this on YouTube.
That was going right up my throat. Sorry, yeah, the straw was going right up my throat. It's in my eyes. I'm done. But the thing is, I think the record was 21 seconds a couple of years ago.
It was, yeah.
So I could have had it.
Yeah, you could have had it if
I
it was
could have sod
21.
and had it. That ain't easy, you know. That ain't easy. I will practice more. I need a wee. I think one more. Sorry, I think one more.
The camera's
I'm
on.
giving it one more go to attempt the capri world record just because we've got an 8-pack. And
Sorry, the camera's on.
camera's
Right,
on.
fine.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Okay.
I just think what I was doing before was I
sorry.
was leaning forward. In my practice when I was leaning back.
Oh my God, as if we've come back to do it again. I really want you to do it, please. For God's sake, take this seriously. Did the table help?
No, I've got it this time.
Right, okay.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, go. Come on, Sam. Come on, come on. Yes, yes, perfect. Come on, come on, come on. Get it all out. Yes, 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 come on.
Done. You were slow with your finger at the end then. I'd have been in the single digits. I'd have had that in 9. I know that's not the world record, but 9 is not far off the sodding world record. And what an improvement from 17. The trajectory I'm showing here. This is a sport. Beatboxing can piss off. Got it in 10, right? That will be it for today, but I will get this world record. One
Yeah,
way.
you will.
By hook or by crook.
Yeah, you're getting it. It's the way it's squirted out. I don't even think that'll count anyway because it's squirted
Too much
out.
squirting, yeah.
Yeah, squirt too much on yourself.
Chance.
Do you want a bit of Capri Sun?
No, I've had enough of that. We talked the other big news story this week. So obviously
Yeah.
we had me almost breaking the capri world record. Then the other big news story.
Oasis are back.
Mm-hmm.
They are. Well, I really want you to watch this on YouTube if you're just listening to a podcast because we've got a lovely little bucket hat and
Bucket
glasses
hat
on
and glasses, yeah.
to celebrate Noel and Liam. They are back together, reunited after 16 years. It's been
Mad.
a little minute. So they've performed in Cardiff already, but I really love how the nation is pulling together in different ways, like the bucket hat situation. Have you seen what Aldi have done?
No.
So basically, because they are from Manchester, we don't call Aldi. We call it Alde. So they've actually
Do
changed.
you?
Yes, when I'm back home.
Oh, do you turn it on when you go home?
Yeah, Alde. Don't go Aldi.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
No,
Like
no.
when I say Asda, I
The
say
Asdas.
Asda's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they've actually changed the sign officially to Alde. And they're selling bucket hats in there too.
No way.
Iconic. I'm just gutted because obviously, you know, being from Manchester, really I should get a pass in there straight away that I should go.
Well, because you were trying for tickets for the tour. You were one of the people clogging up the queue.
Oh my God, massive. Clogging up the queue. I wanted to go.
I know you wanted to go,
That's
yeah.
rude.
But right, name me 5 Oasis songs right now. 5, just 5.
I can name you 5.
Go on then.
How rude. Wonderwall.
Mm-hmm.
Live Forever. Champagne Supernova.
Yeah.
Have I said Wonderwall?
You said Wonderwall.
Don't Look Back in Anger.
Yeah.
I don't think I know.
Really? And you were in the queue.
No, I know.
You were in the queue.
No, it's just I'm panicked. I'm on the spot. That's all it is. I do know Oasis. I
You
do
know 4
more.
Oasis songs.
No, give me a sec.
Just say it. They've got most of them.
Wonderwall,
Yeah.
Champagne Supernova, Don't Look Back in Anger, Live Forever.
Honestly.
honestly,
I'm relieved you didn't get tickets. I can't lie.
I'm like getting cancelled for that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a pet peeve of mine when people go to a tour and they slag off the tour and they're like, oh yeah, like so there's a stadium tour going on at the minute, whatever.
Yeah.
And you know how quite often an artist will name a stadium tour like after the album that they're promoting at the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's different with Oasis because that's just the greatest hits thing because they haven't really say new music. But like that'll happen and then someone will get tickets to go to the tour and then they'll slag it off and be like, I didn't know any of the songs from the new album.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, well, why would you think
they're gonna do anything else?
Why would you think they were going to do anything else? But well, they are going to do other stuff, but not like the main focus is going to be new album. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Shut these off for a minute.
Yeah, I'll take these
Get
off.
a bit out.
Well, better.
I felt like we went really serious at Oasis with the
I know,
bomb.
because you threw me under a bus.
Even our chat was like a proper like music show. I felt really cool then.
Wow. You've
Yeah.
been to a stadium tour actually recently.
I have, Lana Del Rey.
Lana Del.
Lana
Who
Del.
was your one true love actually?
Yeah, I went this week. So good. Actually,
Yeah?
I want to talk on that as well.
Uh-huh.
Because all I'd seen, and you and producer Tom brought it up last week as well, all I'd seen like on social media was people slagging off Lana Del Rey's tour and being
Only
like,
because she's like delays it 20 minutes. Like people are waiting, like, come on, love, you've had time to do your hair. Come on, we want to see your set.
no, that's just her Glasgow set a couple of years ago. People need to get over it. But her tour, right, her stadium tour, her sellout stadium tour that I went to, it was honestly magical. Like it was really, really beautiful. It was really well done. She played all the biggest songs that like people know her for. Then a few of her new album stuff.
I'm playing video.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A few new album stuff. Like the set was incredible. Like it told a story throughout.
Right.
And like all I'd seen on social media was people whinging about it. And about how they didn't know certain songs and how there's all these new songs that they didn't know and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just like, if you're going to go and pay to go and see an artist like Lana Del Rey and you're expecting her to, I don't know, trapeze across the roof like Pink does. Or,
Oh, I
don't know,
love that though.
Or you think she's going to get you up on stage and dry hump you or feed you cherries like Usher, right?
Yeah.
For example, yeah. You need to be more responsible with your money. If you're buying tickets, to Lana Del Rey, yeah, and you're thinking that you want all this sort of stuff, you want her to trapeze, that's not what she's going to do. She's going to tell a story. She's going to sing beautifully and it's going to be like a lovely night. So I'm just, you know what?
God, you're well passionate.
Listen here, TikTok, yeah. If you got anything to say to Lana, say it to me.
Hey!
Honest to God.
Don't say a bad word about Lana.
I'm
I've said a
ready.
couple of words about her in the past and he's had me on toast, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Because I always compare her to that grandpa from Family Guy, the way she sings. No, but I won't say it again,
It's
obviously,
all right.
because it's
No,
rude.
fine.
It's
No,
rude.
no, it's fine. I know
But you wouldn't be up for it if she started doing the cherry thing like Usher. You'd get up.
Well, she just wouldn't because she's got class.
Right.
Anyway, but
Yeah, I think we should move on from that. Should we talk about Drake instead? Because he's also here in the UK on tour.
everyone's here.
I know everyone's
But they're all
bloody
having some
here.
big little party. Like every artist at the minute is here. Kendrick's here as well at the minute. Drake's here.
Yeah, because he's doing Wireless Festival. So this weekend coming up when the podcast comes out. You know he's doing every single night.
I was going to say, I don't want to sound like just like angry man yells at cloud, right? Why is he doing every day? If I'd have bought wireless tickets and suddenly it's... I'd like to see Drake, don't get me wrong. Fine, sure. But every day, him as the headliner.
Yeah, because apparently he's doing like a different thing every night. Like he might be doing the hits one night. He's doing a little thing with Vibes Cartel another night. So it'll
Book
be
a
a different...
second headline. Book a second and third headliner. If you're booking a festival, I want a different headliner every night. Not just that, I want a different option of like different headliners on different
Give
stages.
me variety.
I don't want to go and see Drake 3 nights in a row.
Champagne Pappy back to back.
Honest to God. I do like passion fruit though.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, he'll be doing that, I'm sure. What else is going on in the world of embarrassing for no reason? So, do you remember when they introduced on your phone, they'd send like an alarm alert tester?
Yeah.
So if there was something big or crazy like COVID going on in the world, they'd like ping this alert to your phone and go, right.
Everyone gets it.
Everyone gets it at the same time. It was like some sort of weird apocalypse. Because do you remember when they did the test of it a few years ago and everyone got that alarm?
Well, they did
It
one when
was
I was
so
in
freaky.
When I was in Japan, there was like a mini earthquake and everyone got one.
Really?
Like, as in there wasn't in it. Like, to me, it didn't feel like an earthquake at all.
No.
But like, there was like, everyone gets one every time there's any kind of earthquake there. And I genuinely thought it was time for me to get up and go to the Tokyo Tower. Mm-hmm. So I started like getting up, thinking it was my alarm. I remember my mate Harry was
somewhere
asleep
else.
in the bed opposite, and I was just getting up, getting ready. I was like, it's still pitch black.
You are somewhere else. So they're doing another one this September. So do we need to set an alarm for the alarm?
To remind yourself.
To
that the
remind
alarm's going
yourself.
off. It is horrible when it goes off, isn't it? Everyone's getting an
It's
alert.
frightening.
Talking of alerts and breaking news and stuff, a very, very familiar BBC News broadcaster this week went viral. Mariam Mashiri, who's gone viral a few times. She's the one that did that countdown or whatever and stuck
Countdown and went like
stuck
that.
her
Middle
fingers
finger.
up at the camera. What a joker.
I know, icon.
And I think she did something else once as well. But this is a bit of a highlight for me again, because basically she's talking about a story of a peacock that's terrorizing residents in the UK. Quite a common thing apparently, because they're quite.
Is it?
They're quite brash.
I
Like,
didn't
they
know
are-
that peacocks roamed around the UK.
They're quite a brash bird.
Are they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey. But she did an impression of a peacock live on air. And it's gone viral for how good it is.
I've been told specifically from my producer not to do an impression of a peacock. So I'm going to do it anyway. Wah! 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 There we go. How amazing is that?
I mean, oh.
It's not that. You see what I mean? That was the
No,
peacock.
to be fair, wow.
They sound like humans, just sort of going,
Wow.
wow. Oh, emotion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you do a bird noise?
No, but you're about to pull out yours.
I can. I can't believe it's took us, how many episodes is this? 20 something.
You've done it before.
I haven't done it on the pod yet. So
You have.
There might be people here today that haven't heard my impression of a bird. Ready?
Yeah.
I think it's a starling. I'm not sure.
Tell you what, get that on BBC News. That was bloody fantastic.
Thank you, son.
Our topic for Embarrassing for No Reason today is actually breakups. I don't know where this has come from, but we were chatting about it the other day, weren't we? And we're just like, aren't breakups embarrassing for no reason? Like every part of it from start to finish, even if you see them, a few years down the line, it's a massive ick.
It stays embarrassing.
Yeah,
Forever.
forever.
There's just an embarrassment between you and that person forever. Like, that is what it is, isn't it? And there's no way of getting rid of it unless you get back together or move to the opposite side of the world.
Yeah.
There is no way it's not just a little bit there in both of your heads forever.
So you've broken up with someone before, have you?
I've done it all. Been broken up with someone.
Me too.
Yeah, good times, man.
Good times.
One of my worst, this was years ago. We were going through basically a breakup, but it wasn't like we weren't properly together yet or whatever. And we were doing it like kind of having a casual chat at the same time as having potential breakup chat, but we were doing it over voice note. So it'd be like,
What?
It'd be like, yeah, no, last week was great. Like talking about a gig or something. So, oh, yeah, no, they were really good live actually. But when it comes to words, I think like maybe, because like with a voice note, there could be two parts to it. And you have to catch the tone. And I remember just being like, this is unhinged. This should be a phone call.
The fact that, over voice note.
That's my most unhinged, I think. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just slowly chatting it through on voice note.
No. Yeah, that is massively embarrassing for no reason. Mine, I don't know if this is sort of really embarrassing to say, but when you break up with someone and then like a few weeks later, you go back, don't you?
Oh. As in bonus night, they call it, right?
Yeah. You go for one last little...
You should tell.
Oh,
Perked up then. He perked his head up.
You do. Yeah. No, literally. So...
Oh.
Let's keep it together, folks.
Go
So
on.
when, you have one last little shag, don't you? Before it ends. But like, the small talk you have like leading up to it is so bad. Like, so how have you been? You've been all right since we last spoke. Oh, you got new curtains.
Oh, I see what you
know.
mean when they come round and you're like,
Yeah, it's just like that all.
anything but sort of chatting about anything real.
Yeah, literally that. And then you do the deed. It's like, right, let's part ways. See you later. I'm never going to see you.
Is
ever
that how
again.
you break up with people every time? Does that happen more than once for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Mad girl.
I know. Have you
Mad
never done
girl.
that?
I can't confirm or deny, but I just
Of course
think,
you have.
if it's a habit of yours,
I've only ever had 2 relationships, so Actually. Okay, let's get into your voice notes. Thank you so much for sending these in. If you don't follow us already, it's at EFNR Podcast on all the social platforms. You can send us your voice notes. You can find our topics there. Let's start with Paul.
I was going out with this girl for about 3 years, and when we broke up, she decided to take all the gifts that she bought me for birthdays and Christmas and take them home, including the boxers I was wearing that day.
Get lost.
What? She's like, put your pants off. No. Nah. Not put
Take your pants off.
Let's get you out of my clothes. No.
Oh, that's so embarrassing from her part. Why does she? Because I wouldn't, like, if I'd gifted my ex something, I'd never want to see that thing again. And she's like, I want it back.
I want sullied pants. That is horrible.
Oh, Paul. Poor sod.
Honest to God.
Thank you very much.
Better off Red.
There you are. Catherine, what do you find embarrassing for no reason?
Someone asking you how your ex is, like they're your other half currently, and having to tell them you're not together anymore, and then having to explain yourself. Oh, I got dumped, or yeah, I ended the relationship. So awkward.
It's the worst. Oh, so how are you getting on with Emily?
And you're like,
Why did no one tell her?
yeah, that's a very good one.
Really fucking good. Thank you, Catherine. Jess has sent a voice note in as well.
So, long story short, I snoozed an alarm after being on a late night out with my boyfriend in the morning, and I had work that day and he had something with his mates, but 10 minutes, it's not a big deal, is it? Snooze the alarm. I've then got off and said, he said, oh, what's the time? I said, oh, it's like, whatever. And he was like, oh my God, like, I'm so late. Literally so angry. Then he didn't talk to me for 2 days. And when he did, he told me that I've overstepped a boundary and that I've made him feel unloved and uncared for by snoozing the alarm. And if I'm going to keep treating him in a way that makes him feel uncared for, we might as well break up because we're not going to work as a couple.
I'm sorry, she's dodged a bullet there, hasn't she? He's got a screw
The flag
loose.
is so red there.
Oh my God,
Christ.
the flags are flying high.
For snoozing an alarm.
So she snoozed an alarm for, 10 minutes or something, and he's gone, right, you don't love me anymore. Why would you do that to me? Why would you make me late? Someone's not right there.
I love being late.
Green flag for you, innit?
Yeah,
If you snooze
I'm
your
the
alarm,
opposite. If you sneeze my alarm, I'm like, you can stay.
you can come again.
So when me and my ex broke up, he sent me a load of crazy messages. I was ignoring them and took screenshots of them all and sent them to my friend. Picked up my phone about 5 minutes later and just had messages from him asking who I was meant to send them to. Turns out I'd sent all the screenshots of his messages back to him. And I just sort of panicked and blocked his number.
Katie, I would argue that is embarrassing for a reason. Like, that's
my
just made
chronic
my
fear.
bum twitch.
That is my biggest fear. That, like, you know,
What,
when you're
outing
talking
yourself?
about someone,
behind the back.
I will check my phone actively about 10 minutes later with fear in my heart that I've sent it to that person.
Oh, same. And I do that when I'm speaking about somebody to someone. I always have to go, just check that I'm not ringing them.
Yeah, literally.
It's
It's that,
that.
but it's come true.
Oh, you poor sod. Thank you so
Katie.
much for sending that voice note in. We've had another one from Jade, and this is another tale here.
One of my exes, I think we'd been broke up about 2 or 3 weeks. I hadn't heard of him. It was done, you know, one of them. And then I just randomly got a voicemail from him. I opened it up and it's him singing Beat Again by JLS, a cappella, the whole song.
No.
No words.
No.
Hi Jade, how you doing? Nothing. Just the lyrics. I guess they spoke for themselves, but it made me feel ill. It was him just going, let's just get back together.
No.
We should have never broke up. Even if Marvin himself had sung that to me, I think it would be sick.
How do they really think that that would work? Like, speaking the lyrics. Let's just get back together. We should have never broke up.
Oh, horrible.
They're telling me my heart won't beat again.
Awful.
Beat again. It's killing me.
Look at you just trying to prove you know the lyrics. No, we know that. We've all sent that, though, haven't we? We've all done that.
Have we,
No.
though? No, we haven't.
When have you done it?
Yeah.
Who knew that today?
So, coming to the end of the 9.5 years that we was together, start falling out of love. And you have these little meetups to see what can be done. You know, you're having a bit of space and you're linking up here and there, trying to chat and work things out. But obviously, it doesn't always end up going that way. She said, "Oh, can I get one last hug? Like, it's not gonna work, is it? Let's just get one last hug." And I'm thinking, was this the end of business now? Is this how you're closing things off? You say, "Oh, let me just shake hands and move on. Let's just give each other a pat on the back and say, good shift, better luck next time." No.
But does she mean what I meant before? Like, can we have one last hug?
Grown-up hug.
He's misread
Is
the
he your
signals
ex?
there, I think.
Is he your
Yeah,
ex?
he must
He's the
be.
one that said no.
Yeah. She wanted one last... What did you call it?
Grown-up hug.
No, before. Bonus night. She wanted the bonus night, Isaac. You didn't read the signals there. But thank you for your voice note. Yes, that is embarrassing for no reason. Joseph has another tale of when he was dumped.
I mean, embarrassing, but when I was like 19, I worked in retail, and me and my ex-girlfriend had we worked in the same building. And then she dumped me, and I thought I'll come in on my day off and wait outside where you check in for work or whatever, staff for a bit. And I waited outside. And she come out holding hands with some other geezer that she was clearly dating, like 3 days after we broke up. And I was just stood there, looking her in the eye. Yeah, embarrassing.
Oh, it's like he sounded so sad. Did you ever see the episode of The Simpsons when Ralph is dating Lisa and he gives her a card and then he's like, you can see him heartbroken.
No.
Oh, you know,
No.
He gives her a card that says, "I choose you," and it's a train. Have you never seen that? And Lisa says they're just friends.
Oh, it's brutal, isn't it? When you want them, but they don't want you back. And she moved on quick. 3 days later, she's holding hands with someone else at work.
Honestly.
What do I say about work relationships?
Do it.
No. Dangerous. They don't end well. Take it from me. Should we crown the biggest silly
Let's
Billy?
crown the biggest silly Billy.
What do we do, Sam?
We will send you a mug in the post if you send us your voice notes at EFNR Podcast and submit them when we ask you with the topic each week. Or if you just think of anything randomly that embarrasses you, and you're like, that's a good one.
Yeah, we should
Send it
do
to
that,
us.
actually. Spontaneous
Just
silly
do a
Billy Awards.
spontaneous silly. Yeah, you never know. We might give you an extra mug.
Yeah.
At EFNR Podcast, all over social media, but we're most receptive on Instagram.
Yes, we are. And today, the biggest silly Billy for this week's topic is Flo.
When I was in my teens, about 5 years ago, I would have been about 17, 18. I had a boyfriend, long term, for about, I don't know, over a year. Went on holiday and he cheated on me. Came back, and the girl that he cheated on me with then became my girlfriend. Mic drop. Everyone always, when I tell them, is gobsmacked by that. I thought it was a power move at the time, and everyone else thought it was brilliant and hilarious. But when I look back on it now, I get the ick so much. Yeah, it just makes me feel... But you know what? We were young. It is what it is. But I find it so embarrassing.
I need
No, I need to
Can
know.
we get you in next week?
Yes,
I
get her
wanna-
on.
Are you still together? How did that happen? Did you meet up with them both as a pair to begin with and like catch up? Or how did you get to know her?
Can we just break that down a second? So her boyfriend cheated on her
With another woman.
With another woman.
Yeah.
And then she got with the other woman.
Yeah. Became
her girlfriend.
girlfriends, yeah. Fantastic work. I think that's really
I'm
iconic.
absolutely no. It's not
Absolutely.
often I'm speechless,
Absolutely.
but that holy fuck!
Yeah.
You're getting 2 mugs.
Don't make promises we can't keep the £10 a go.
Okay.
You're getting 1 mug, Flo, but we really appreciate you. And also just drop us a message on Instagram with the full story.
I
because
need the full. Sorry, I need the full story
Same.
of that. That is incredible.
That's a novel.
It is. Yeah,
That's
that could be a film.
It could be anything. Honestly, Flo, thank you very much. You are our silly Billy for the week. Even though I think you're absolute
Player,
an absolute queen, absolute legend, more than a silly Billy. That's a big flex. Big mic drop moment for Flo.
Madness. Thank you so much for sending that voice note in. As Sam mentioned before, if you want to do the same, it's at EFNR Podcast. And because you've got this far into the episode, you may as well subscribe. You may as well give us a cheeky like.
And rate us 5 stars.
For the
on
love of
Spotify.
God.
Please.
He's begging at this point.
If you rate us 5 stars on Spotify, I'll get you a pint. That's the truth. If you send me a screenshot receipt of it, I'll get you a pint.
Get a couple of pints in.
Yeah.
I'll take him up on that.
Right.
Thank you so much for listening. We shall see you next week. Love you. Bye.
I need a wee after all the Capri Suns.
I bet.